Okay, example number 2 here. Similar setup. Find the focus and directrix of the parabola, and this is what the homework's going to look like. There's going to be a worksheet on Tuesday, but there's also a math Excel to kind of keep things going as well. Okay, find the focus and directrix, and then graph the parabola, which we're going to do anyway. You shouldn't even be asked to do that. You should just do that. Okay? So when you look at this, what quantity is squared? That's the first thing you want to look for. And with the more conic sections we do, the more you need to be observing the function before you get to work. Take a look. Look at what's squared. Look at the coefficients. It's all going to matter. Okay? But x is squared. If x is squared, that's okay. We're looking at a parabola that looks like that. That's the standard form of a parabola right here. Okay, now again, we don't have any other terms. We'll cross that bridge tomorrow. We'll see what that means. Right now, I don't have any parentheses around the x or the y, so I can write this. If there's other terms around here, that changes things. We'll wait on that for a second, okay? But for right now, we're trying to keep things simple with these values of 0. So we know, I'm going to mark this down as we go, we know that the vertex is at 0, 0. Okay, here we go. We know that this parabola has to open up or down. Why do we know it opens up or down? Because x is squared, right? And again, I'll underline this the same way I did before. This is taking the place of that expression. The -8, that's the coefficient of this quantity, is equal to 4p, right? The coefficient of whatever, and here's what I'm going to say. The coefficient of the non-squared binomial. This is the squared binomial over here. See this? The squared binomial. This is the non-squared binomial. We're looking at that coefficient. That's -8, so we know that -8 is equal to 4p. Solve for p, we get -2. Why do we need p in the first place? Stop laughing. Why do we need p? Because, where are we at? The focus and directrix are based on this. This doesn't automatically give us the direction of the focus and the directrix. I need to know where the vertex is as well in most cases, but it tells us the direction we need to go in. So what do we know now? We know that the vertex is at 0, 0. We know that the focus is 2 units away, but in what direction? It has to be down. Remember, go back to your notes. Okay, folks. Go back to your notes. If p is less than 0, in a parabola that looks like this with x squared, the parabola opens down. It's kind of like the leading coefficient test we did before. So we know that the focus has to be below the vertex 2 units and in line with it as well. So the focus is at 0, -2, which means the directrix is 2 units above. So we'll write our horizontal line there, right? It has to be a horizontal line because our parabola is opening down like this. Okay, so the directrix would be, since it's a horizontal line, it would be of the format y equals. And what is it? It's y equals +2. 2 units above the y value of the vertex. So we have the focus and the directrix here. Okay?